You know, it was almost a year ago. I was driving in my car, had just broken up with a 3-year relationship with someone who, that's a story for another day. It's not about him, it's about zoning in on this part. I got in my car and I went for a drive because my mom was hosting something, a family gathering. And I just allowed myself to immerse into my soul. I'm living the soul talk method that I invite you into. And I was grieving, I was a mess, I was, asking the questions, who am I all over again? I was all over the place emotionally. Like 1 minute I was crying, 1 minute I was excited. I was scared to ask myself, okay, what do I really want? Because what I thought I wanted is not with this person. So here I am again, asking my soul, what is my next step? Reminding myself why I'm here. Reminding myself that I have the power to become someone through this, not propel backwards. So I get into my car and I feel the overwhelm of unconditional love from my soul, the co-creation with the unseen forces, the God energy that we can all tap into without shame. And so when I get into this energy, creation flows, I get visions, I receive magic because I'm willing to open my heart and see beyond what structures and organizations and even indoctrination wants to limit me in. I don't operate in that anymore. And you don't have to either. And I start to get this vision of being on a beach. And I have this like one vision of I'm seeing through the window and beyond the window is water and waves. Fast forward to I'm here right now. And if you were to stand in my sunroom, I had the vision of looking out my window and those are the waves. 6 weeks later, where I'm living right now, became an opportunity for me to say yes to. And I say that because you receive opportunities all the time from your soul, but do you actually follow through? That's the difference. Do you follow through? I was grieving. I was meeting resistance, but I knew that my soul-led knowing was more important than that. I wrote down something really, really good. I'm going to share it with you guys. Mortals live in fear, but the immortal life happens when we start to connect with our soul. It's an illusion that you have something to lose. When you live with your soul, the soul talk that's within you, because see, when you enter the soul talk method, I'm not guiding you to live my life. I'm guiding you into the experience. I'm going first. I'm showing you that it's possible. I believe that you can have anything you want. I believe that you literally say yes to your soul and you will have miracles unfold before your very eyes. So I'm in my car and I'm going back to have this family gathering, and I walk in and I'm in this energy of my soul, which is connecting to the unseen forces, the God energy that we're all here to tap into. And my mom's like, how are you? And with my excitement, I say, I'm gonna go live on the beach. That's my next place. And the first words out of her mouth to me are, no, you're not. You can't do that. That's impossible. And so it kind of hit me a few days ago. Damn, I'm here. Damn, like I'm going beyond what people that have been in my life that raised me have gone before. I'm here because I want to look the impossibility in the face and run towards it and transmute it into a possibility beyond when I first envisioned it here. I saw that vision of the water, and I decided that I was going to give myself the best life possible in my worthiness. You know, some of you want the king. Some of you are like, when's my king gonna come? When's my king gonna come? But you haven't even given yourself a glimpse of receiving what a queen is supposed to receive. You got to learn to give that to yourself first, right? So I was like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. My mom was right. If you live in a state of what makes sense, my mom is right. It's impossible. But I'm someone who lives in the impossible. I'm someone who does not make sense. I'm someone who was diagnosed with ADD, all these learning disabilities, and in grade 12 I was told I wouldn't make it. I should try community college and minimum wage job. That would be it for me. What? Are you kidding me? You kidding me? The same doctor that diagnosed me, do you know that he wants to study me? I need to go say yes to that, because what I'm doing was impossible according to logical statistics. But you and I, if you're listening to this, if you've been following along and you've kind of been dabbling going, do I want this? Will I really say yes to it? You never were meant to fit in. You are a multidimensional being. And all these structures that you grew up in, religion, school, like anything, you outgrew it really fast, right? I was even talking to some of my epic girlfriends last night, and they were like, I said to them, like, I would outgrow jobs from anywhere from 6 months to 3 years, and I thought something was wrong with me. No, we're the ones who are here to create something beyond those structures. And, stop waiting until you're not terrified. I'm here for the ones who want to live a life. Live a life is key. Live a life knowing what it's like to never operate in, I'll never have enough again. I'll never have enough again. So many people that you surround yourself right now are in that. I'll never have enough. I'll never have enough. I'll never be enough. So then they stay here and they project that onto you. I'm here to transmute that. I want my kids to grow up in a home where they never feel that. I want my kids to wake up and know that magic and possibilities lives within them. What a different world we're going to have by you choosing to say yes to your soul. And so I said yes to this cottage. I live on the beach. The man of my dreams lives right beside me. I met him 6 weeks later. That's a whole story because it took me about 6 months to allow him in and open up my heart to him. That's a story for another day. I have dream clients who are like skyrocketing and inspiring me. I have amazing neighbors who just value and are the unconditional love that I chose for myself. I'm just getting started. And it's like, I want to invite you into this experience for you to liberate this part of you that was never meant to fit in a structure ever. But you got to be willing to decide to say yes so that you see who you are and you rise in that visible, worthy part of you on the other side of shame. Right? Like, are you going to live just aware of your trauma? Okay, I was really hurt. But like some of you made it out alive and you didn't know you were going to make it out alive of your childhood pain and the horribleness that I never want anyone else to go through. I get it. But you're still denying yourself true life. You're still denying yourself love. So this is for the Soul Talk method is for people who are willing to show up and rise in their visibility and worthiness and go into the unknown. You are going to walk with the fear until you walk home and remember who you are and you live a life of true security. It just gets to get better. Go apply for the Soul Talk method.